When people talk to me about you, I always refer him to the Almanac of American Politics, which says he's the nation's best thinker among politicians since Lincoln, and the best politician among thinkers since Jefferson. How's that sound?
That sounds overstated.
Daniel Patrick Moynihan got his start here at City College. He grew up in Hell's Kitchen, working class family, and was working on the docks, and on a whim, because his friend was going to take the exam at City College, decided to go up to Harlem, and according to lore, took the exam with a longshoreman's hook in his back pocket. And that launched a really remarkable career.
One word that's attached to you is flamboyant. The flamboyant.
You predicted the collapse of the Soviet Union long before anyone else did.
They say he's written more books than most of his Senate colleagues have read. And throughout his career, he's been remarkably farsighted.
What we're trying to do today here at the Moynihan Center is to build and create the Moynihans of the future, the next generation of public service leaders.
When I found out I was accepted, I was so surprised. I was like, wow, okay.
When I saw the email, I was really excited because it was really selective.
Surprisingly, I'm sitting here today and I'm so happy. I couldn't even tell you.
Oh my gosh. Like, the pressure just went off my shoulders.
I think because it's so in tune with the career that I want to have, I think it's perfect.
Well, I was thrilled when I got the call that there was going to be a center for Pat Moynihan. I think that the students here will be exposed particularly to Pat's writings, to Pat's history, but the relevant part of it is, how do you mix intellectual vigor with street politics? That's what Pat was able to do that almost no one else was able to do.
Senator Moynihan was a lifelong professor at the highest level at Harvard University. He was a lifelong public servant, again at the highest level in the White House, in the Senate, and he was a great popular communicator. And we hope that the Moynihans of the future will be able to navigate through all of these spheres.
He was always faithful to the facts, even the uncomfortable ones, the liberal programs that he supported that didn't produce the result he was hoping for. It didn't mean failure, it meant what do we have to do to adjust it?
Pat Moynihan worked for 4 presidents in a span of 15 years, 2 of them Democrats, 2 of them Republicans. And he served them all according to his principles. Really a demonstration that we don't have to be living in partisan bunkers.
The names may be different, the ethnic backgrounds may be different, the genders may be different, but if you go back, I'm gonna get my math right here, 80 years, it's him.
The center will serve students from working class families, from immigrant families, first-gen college students, and having a cohort of public servants who are representative of American society as it exists today in its diversity and complexity and new ideas. This is how nations grow.
Senator Moynihan really used this undergraduate opportunity to go on a whole new career trajectory and essentially change the course of history. It's really important that someone who is in college for the first time, is the first member of their family, to help them see and understand and believe that they too can change the course of history, not just their own personal history, not just the history of their family or the history of their community, but like the history of New York or the United States or beyond. It's an honor and a privilege to help someone along that journey.